Hey guys, what's up? It's Super and welcome to Dragon Ball Rage and Blast 2. Now, this video is sort of going to be kind of like my Soul Calibur 2 video talking about Soul Calibur 6, because I kind of wanted to talk about Dragon Ball FighterZ and the fact that Dragon Ball FighterZ is like almost here. Dragon Ball FighterZ comes out on the 26th of this month. By the way, Happy New Year. I think this is like my first video of the new year, I think. But, yeah, like, dude, like, this is ridiculous. The fact that Dragon Ball FighterZ is just, like, literally, like, right around the corner. I kind of want to set up my team similar to how I do on, like, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Does it be, like, Vegeta? Oh, it's Super Saiyan Vegeta. Since technically, you can't play as normal versions of people in Dragon Ball FighterZ for whatever reason. But yeah, I want to talk about Dragon Ball FighterZ and how this game is gonna be fucking it's gonna be huge. Because a lot of people are really looking forward to this game based on the graphics and just based on the fact that it's a 2D Dragon Ball Z fighting game, like a pure 2D Dragon Ball fighter, which is kind of interesting because I don't think there's ever really been one of the. I don't think there might have been, you know, some games in the past that have sort of had that, but. You know, Budokai, I think, might have been, like, the closest to having, like, a straight-up, maybe 2D Dragon Ball Fighter, even though that one's sort of 2D, like, 2.5D or whatever. But this is so, like, there's so much to talk about. Like, first of all, I should probably start with the roster. The roster isn't exactly, like, the biggest it's ever been. Like, I don't think it's even as big as this game. I don't think it's nowhere near as big as Xenoverse or like some of the games from the past, like Budokai Tenkaichi 3. But I guess you can. Well, the reason why the roster is so small is because what the fuck?
What I want to know is this: do androids experience fear?
Oh shit, that was lit. I love Dragon Ball Z, dude. Specifically for that reason, like when people like talk to each other, like some people actually have like character specific dialogue, which they are adding in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Which, oh my god, how do you play this game? I haven't played this game in so long, dude. There we go. Okay. But anyway, the reason why the roster is so small. Oh my god, he's still talking to him? I didn't know he was actually still talking to him. The reason why the roster is so small, if I can actually get to it, is because... How do you charge, dude? I forgot how to charge. I forgot how to play this game. No, I forgot how to play. The reason why the roster is so small is because they kind of want to make every character feel like their own specific character. And you know... Dragon Ball Z has never really had a really, how do I put this? Dragon Ball Z's never really had characters who fight, like, specifically, or had, like, varying, like, different fighting styles. I guess if I were to compare it to, or if I were to, like, give an example of characters with very different fighting styles, of course it'd be, you know, Tekken. Tekken, like, one of the things that draws people to the game is people's fighting styles. And the fact that no one really has the same fighting styles in their character. And that's always sort of been, like, a staple of Tekken. But it's never really been a staple of Dragon Ball Z. Everyone just sort of, like, just throws their arms. Everyone just sort of throws their arms. Like at Mach speed, and then you just get whatever result you get. But in Dragon Ball FighterZ, they kind of want to make everyone seem kind of different. No one in Dragon Ball FighterZ really fights similarly to anyone else. Like Kid Buu fights different from Goku. Even Goku FighterZ from Goku Black, which is a character that no one really, like, sort of asked for, but everyone's sort of glad he's here now. Which, you know, I'm glad he's here as well. Just, you know, anything to make the roster deeper, you know? But, speaking of Goku Black, we also have, like, Dragon Ball Super characters in the game. Which I'm not against it or anything. Like, I have no problem with Dragon Ball Super characters being in Dragon Ball Fighters. You know, like I said, anything to make the roster deeper, anything to make the roster feel, you know, bigger. But I guess if I were to talk about fighting styles, I guess Kid Buu and Goku wouldn't exactly be a good comparison, because Kid Buu doesn't really fight like anybody. Kid Buu's just sort of a monster. Like, he's just, oh, whoa. Okay, Chaozu, I see you right now. Didn't mean to use Raging Blast. Wish I could turn that off. That's so annoying. But anyway. Come on. Get this work. Get this work right now. Get this work. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Damn, Chaozu got some fight in him. But anyway, yeah, like, they try to make every character feel as different as possible. And they don't really, like what they stated was they don't really want to add clone characters or characters who fight similar, which is kind of weird because they have, like, oh my god, I did it again. I didn't mean to fucking do that. I was trying to block the stupid projectile. It's so annoying. Why is that a feature in this game? Like, it doesn't even do anything. Like, I don't think Raging Blast even does anything. Should be like a way to turn that off anyway. But yeah, they have like adult Gohan and teen Gohan in the game, which is fine because like they're two different characters, but they sort of fight similar, which I always thought was kind of interesting. It's like, you don't want to add clones, but you made adult Gohan and teen Gohan fight pretty similarly to each other, but you know, whatever, that's none of my business. And because they don't, you know, because they don't want characters feeling like other characters, they just decided to, I guess, cut people altogether, which is weird because it's like, I'm pretty sure there's a way they can make other characters feel different. Like, they have Captain Ginyu in the game, but not the rest of the Ginyu Force. But Captain Ginyu can summon other members of the Ginyu Force, which I'm like, dude, you could have just made the Ginyu Force. Like, you know, it's complicated, but I feel like they could have just went the extra mile and just made other members of the Ginyu Force. I mean, come on, like we all wanted to play as like Jace or Raccoon. Like, come on, dude, I wanted to play as Raccoon. Actually, I really wanted to play as Burter, but like being able to play as like the rest of the Ginyu Force would be perfect, dude. You can team up members of the Ginyu Force with Captain Ginyu. They'd have their own like their own dialogue and stuff. It'd be so dope. Doing the poses and everything. Oh man, that'd have been perfect, man. But no, let's just have Ginyu summon the other members of the Ginyu Force. As far as the Boos go, they only have Fat Boo and Kid Boo. Which I'm just like, Fat Boo and Kid Boo? Like, no Super Boo at all? Like, no Boo Tanks? No Boohan? Like, I understand why they didn't want to put Boohan and Boo Tanks, but you could have, at the very least, had like a power-up where he turns into those characters or something. Where like Super Boo like transforms into. He's still alive? What? Dude, kill him. Kill him right now. End his life. What? Trunks. 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 Thank you. Anyway.
What a shameful way to go out.
Yes, how very shameful. I am perfect. I am perfect Cell. But you could have just like put Super Boo, because like I wanted to play as Super Boo probably more than like Kid Boo. Kid Boo is my favorite villain in the entirety of Dragon Ball like history. But like, dude, like you could have just put in Super Boo and then have him have like one of his like power-up moves be like he turns into Boo-Tanks and he turns into Boo-Han. Like you could have did that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Ugh. Nasty burp right there. But dude, it's like so many missed opportunities, I think, with the roster. But you know, I'll get to my gripes with the game when I actually get around to talking about things that I actually don't like about the game. But there's so much to like. Like the graphics, I feel like the graphic style they went with is pretty on point. I feel like the graphic style they went with is pretty dope. They sort of went for like more of the Guilty Gear, Super Cell shaded 3D character model look, but with the 2D fighting style. That was great. That was a great choice. They could have just easily went with something like Blaze Blue. Like Blaze Blue is just a normal like 2D fighter, but they went with 3D models and 2D backgrounds, which is good. The moves, super explosive, super like ridiculous looking. Like that's what Dragon Ball Z is about. Ridiculous moves, just explosions everywhere, bodies flying. Like that's what Dragon Ball Z is all about. So that, of course, is a very good positive. What else do I like about the game? You know, the combo system's pretty good. I think the combo system's pretty decent for what they could have gone with. I think they could have maybe gone a Guilty Gear route, but it probably would have taken too long. Guilty Gear is probably a little bit deeper of a fighting game than most 2D fighters, so going that route. Oh, what?
Come on, let's go.
Well, that's pretty cool. I love character dialogue. I should probably talk about that. But yeah, they could have went like a Guilty Gear route with, you know, with making the combo system super deep and having all these like different systems in the game. They could have went with that, but I feel like they probably, you know, it probably would have been too long. And you know, I think it may have, like, I don't want to say it would have overcomplicated the game, but oh, what, he has the Final Flash? I didn't know he had the Final Flash. That's ridiculous, dude. Imagine Gogeta using the Final Flash. Anyway. I don't want to say it would have overcomplicated the game, but let's be honest, Dragon Ball Z doesn't use a ton of like ridiculous concepts when it comes to fighting anyway. I mean, I guess if you're like talking hacks or something, but they don't use a bunch of like ridiculous shit, so I think them like simplifying it is like, you know, it's pretty good. They didn't want to do too much with the game. They have like these character interactions and character specific like dialogue and stuff, sort of like with this game, but they sort of kick it up a notch. Like when Gohan uses the father-son Kamehameha against Cell, you get the whole scene where, like it is in Dragon Ball Z, like where, you know, you see Cell get sort of erased by the father-son Kamehameha, which is really dope. They also have something similar to that where Goku uses the Spirit Bomb on Kid Buu, and you see like the whole scene where, you know, he puts his fingers up to his forehead and goes like, "See you later," and he just blows him up with the Spirit Bomb. That, again, really nice touch, because they didn't have to do that. They were going the extra mile to give fans exactly what they want. And this is exactly, I feel like, what the fans want. At least it's what I want. I can't wait to get this game fucking day one. Whoa. I think 18's actually a lot faster than I am. So her moves sort of beat mine out naturally. I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, she is. Like, damn, I never noticed how slow Gotenks is, because I never played Gotenks in this game, but Gotenks is slow as fuck. But yeah, they're trying to go the extra mile to give fans what they want, to make it feel more like an authentic Dragon Ball Z game, which is good. I love the fact that they're doing that. Oh my god, she's giving me the work. Like, she's giving me the beats, the Dre beats, the beats by Dre. Get this real quick. Anyway. Oh, what? No, you're not leaving. You're not leaving, baby. Alright? Krillin gonna have to stand in line because you're mine. Anyway. Yeah, they're trying to go the extra mile to make it feel more like a Dragon Ball Z game, and it's basically everything I could have asked for so far in a game. I mean, hell, they even have a dub of the game coming out, which they didn't even have to do that. They could have just left it as the Japanese voice actors. I mean, granted, that would have gotten annoying real quick, but like, they're even like adding dubs to the fucking game. That's ridiculous. They're just going the super extra mile trying to make this as good as possible of a game. And for like the next 3 months, this game's gonna be huge. But for my negatives of the game, there's a few. The roster's kind of small, but I can get over that. The Dragon Ball system, which is kind of weird. Oh, what the? Whoa, bro. I'm older than you, alright? You can't do that to me. I'm older than you. I'm your superior. I understand in the future, you're gonna be my superior, but I'm superior to you. You can't do that to me. Get this work real quick. Get this work. Get this... Dude, if you don't... God. Why is Gotenks so slow? Gotenks is slow as shit in this game. But, the Dragon Ball system's kind of weird. Like, they have this system where you can get Dragon Balls, like, mid-fight. And during the fight, when you're getting the Dragon Balls, the person who uses the Dragon Balls depends on the person who got the Dragon Ball last. So if you got the 7-star Dragon Ball, then you got the 7-star Dragon Ball last, or whatever Dragon Ball there is last, then you get to use them. But if your opponent does and your opponent gets to use them, and there's all these like ridiculous effects, like you get to come back, like you could bring a team member of yours back, you can like get extra health, power-ups, and all this other stuff. I'm just like, that just seems sort of like convoluted and ridiculous. Like, I don't feel like that really needs to be in the game. I feel like that's just something that's like, it should be only like regulated to 2-player, like player versus player, not really online player versus player, because I feel like that would be like almost game breaking, you know? Or like it definitely slows the pace of the game, which let's be honest, if you've paid attention to Dragon Ball FighterZ is a pretty slow fighter, in that not the movement is slow, but the damage output is really low. Damage output super low on that game, so it encourages long fights, you know? Oh my god, it's 18, leave me alone, I'm trying to kill you. Anyway, it encourages long fights because the damage output's like super low, which I don't really have a problem with, but it's just that weird, like, Dragon Ball system is just super weird. Like, I have no idea why that's even a thing. That didn't kill? Are you kidding me? That did not kill her. How is she still alive? No, she's dying right now. This is malarkey. No, die. I don't give a fuck anymore. Just die, please. Oh my god. What the fuck was that? 18, it's insane. But this Dragon Ball system is really weird. It's probably the only thing that I don't like about the game. I don't know why they even added that system, man. It's just so weird. Oh man, I do not want to experience that like at all. Hopefully it's not as bad as I'm making it sound, but so far from what I heard of the Dragon Ball system, it's bad. But this is just a sort of a quick overview of my impressions of Dragon Ball FighterZ, how the game looks to me, and just a quick little video discussing not everything about Dragon Ball FighterZ, but most things that I wanted to talk about. But I'll probably just leave it right there. So if you've watched this and you've gotten to the end, fantastic, congratulations. Consider leaving a like, comment, and subscribing. It doesn't cost anything. I mean, you could just do that, or not. It's cool. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully in the open beta of Dragon Ball FighterZ. See ya.